Yeah.
Truly, what has been your experience here in Nigeria since we've been here? Like, what do you take from this?
You know, to be honest, I'm enjoying it only because you're here.
Damn, has it been that rough? Yeah, it's kind of rough right now.
It's it's no.
Okay,
Let
disclaimer.
me say this.
Listen, y'all, it's been rough.
Let me say this.
Well, no, even Nigerians will say it's rough right now.
Yeah, it's not the Nigerians, okay? It's not the Nigerians, but it's not for the weak right now, okay? It's not for the weak. I have no currency.
Yeah, it's not for tourists right
I
now.
don't have any currency.
But you know, a lot of people say that before you come. Like right now is not the time. Oh, it's election time. Don't come. It's not.
Right.
It's not set up for tourism right now, you guys. So some of the struggles that we've been facing is changing the dollars with the new note, finding the currency, banks, very long ATM lines. It's been a lot going on, you know.
But you know, wherever you are, Mama's gonna follow. So it doesn't matter. I don't care if you go to Timbuktu. Literally, I will be there. So
and
Mama's
that's why
happy.
I'm blessed, you guys. What is up, you guys? So this is actually going to be a very like mixed media interview. My mom did pull up on me in Nigeria. So I'm like interviewing her / vlogging, like kind of just showing you guys what the vibe was for my mom. So my mom came to Abuja to visit me in my bay in Nigeria, and we just showed her like a really good time. So let's sit back and watch, you guys. So Abuja is a very, very beautiful city, as you guys can see in this clip. Very mountainous, like it would be a really good hiking destination, honestly. Like there's a lot of hills, mountains, that type of vibe. It's a very green city, and they do have a lot of rooftop bars, restaurants. Like that's what I'm learning. This place is very well like aesthetically curated. So my mom did stay at Transcorp down like in Federal Triangle in Abuja. So this is her like arriving. Irma, welcoming you with your dress, honey. Welcome to Abuja, Nigeria, where I am. My mother comes, you guys. Let's see what the view is working with. Okay, view of the city. Oh, the one thing that I do love about my mom, you guys, is that she's down to like taste any and everything. So she had like ishikiri owo and pounded yam, which we have here. She was eating like suya throughout, trying like the yam, the gizzards, like the pepper sauce, just everything. Like she'll always try everything once. The suya was a little spicy for her, but she did like enjoy the sweet potatoes, and this platter was just like super to die for. So the one thing that she literally could not get enough of was the palm wine once again. If you saw my last vlog, first time in Nigeria, you know that like I love palm wine. Actually, when I'm done recording this video, I am going to get some palm wine. So yeah, we went to like this cute little restaurant. Cheers. So my mom's friend, this is his first time in Africa. If you're on my Instagram, then you know my mom. You know my mom because my mom is heavy on my Instagram. But I wanted to interview my mom today because she has had the opportunity to travel 3 different countries within the continent of Africa, okay? So my mom has visited, thank you very much. And shout out to Junkyard. We are at Junkyard in Abuja right now. Service is great. It's hot, y'all. Nigeria, hydrate. Yeah. Well, first of all, before we start the tea, y'all, my mom was like, 30 minutes? 1 her. She's about to pull a Grampy on me, but I'm not going to let her. No.
Just in case you guys are wondering, I still am using my Magic Mind, and it does like help me to vape way less. It keeps me really focused, gives me energy, stimulates my mood. I make it really quick by just adding it with hot water in the morning and like making it like a green tea matcha type vibe. Really, really good. So make sure that you check it out in my last video and in the link below, you guys. Thanks.
I've been to Ghana, Kenya, and now I'm in Nigeria.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just start off strong.
Okay.
Out of those 3 countries,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you're speaking up. Out of those 3 countries, which have you enjoyed the most? Like, which one was the most memorable for you?
To be honest, I would say Ghana.
Okay.
And Ghana had a different vibe. It was more cultural. The food was wonderful. And I felt like I was actually at home.
Okay. What?
The energy of the people. Ghana reminded me of home. Like if I was in South Carolina, you know, you have that Southern hospitality. You have the good food. You have the culture. I don't know. Ghana just felt different than Kenya.
You felt more of a connection.
Right. If I had to juxtapose Ghana to like Kenya, I could only compare it to like being in the South with Ghana versus more northern, like Massachusetts for Kenya. It's just
so you're trying to be politically correct, but you're saying Kenya is more advanced in manufactured type.
Well, it is, but also it wasn't as welcoming. And it could have been because of where we were, you know, the people that you knew directly were, but just the whole ambiance was different. But then again, Kenya offered a lot more as far as tourist attractions. It was always a dream of mine to go to a safari. So I was able to do that. And Diani Beach was beautiful, with the exception to those daggone monkeys. You know, my niece and I, we went, and I mean, it was great, y'all, but those monkeys, I don't know what season they were in, or I don't know where they were mating. But
so let's get to the real tea. Which country had the most attractive men, do you think?
Let's say now why are you asking that one, girl? I gotta think about that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I could tell you Nigeria and Ghana together. But not, I mean, Kenya.
You have to choose between, you have to choose one of the 3 countries. Kenya, Ghana, or Nigeria. Which one?
I'll say Nigeria.
Okay, sis. Okay.
I'll say Nigeria.
I feel that for you. There's some nice looking men out here.
So we pulled up at Wuse Market, y'all. The streets are tough right now in Nigeria because of elections. So there's just a lack of cash flow, unfortunately. So this was like kind of a bad time for me, myself, and us to go to Wuse because we were low on cash, and cash is hard to find right now. So you can like get it from the ATM, but the amount is restricted, and like the amount of time you're going to spend at the ATM to get the small amount of Naira that you'll end up getting just is not worth the effort. So they don't have like M-Pesa per se, but you can do like POS and pull money from your card, but even those people don't have cash right now. Or you could do money transfer, but a lot of these small market people, as you guys can see, don't necessarily have money transfer options. So we really just kind of went for the vibe, bought some shea butter, you know.
I'm probably going to spend the majority of my life on this continent, if not half. Would you ever move?
No.
Why?
I would say
You're not a part of like the Black to Africa vibe.
to visit, but I enjoy, my familiarity. I like convenience. I think you have to.
Did you not feel convenience in Kenya?
More so in Kenya, but I wouldn't want to reside there permanently. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, when we had the wine delivery and different things like that, and
Yeah.
I mean, there was so many conveniences in Kenya that I did enjoy, but not enough to say that I would want to relocate. No, thank you.
Would you relocate to like Mexico or something though, or would you just want to be in the States?
I just want to travel. So wherever you are, honey, Mama will follow. But I'm going back home.
You want to go home? No, I feel that vibe.
Growing up in South Carolina, I could truly tell you guys that, whenever they had African countries on TV, it was basically those children who were emaciated, famished, and just very
out
poor.
bad. Yeah.
That was all we saw. Okay, and then of course, as I matriculated through the years of school, you learn more, but it still did not equate to my experience of stepping on that ground and witnessing everything. I'm telling you, y'all, Ghana, everyone needs to go there first. For me, it was an experience. I almost went back home angry because I felt that I'm humble, but I think even I took a lot for granted. And a lot of people think that they want to go to the States or they would be better in the States. No, those people are rich in their spirit.
I would really say that Abuja is a city of enjoyment. Like, I truly enjoy going on Instagram, finding like restaurants. This was one restaurant called Shark Express that just had like a disgusting amount of seafood that they bought out on a yacht, and like it was really cool to eat there. But that's one thing I really do love about the city of Abuja. This is a very like family friendly, chill vibe. Love to eat. Y'all, look at my dress. Like, isn't it tear-jerkingly beautiful? I just wanted to throw that in the mix. If you want to see the actual final photos, go to my community page or my Instagram. Bam, look at the ring, you guys. But yeah, my mom was here with me throughout everything for this whole process.
But it was so unlike everything that was depicted in the media. It truly is my motherland.
I love this
serious.
for you. I've basically turned you into like a Pan-Africanist at this point.
Yeah, well, I want to keep checking the box. I want to go to Namibia, and I want to go to more of the Eastern Africa coast.
What are some things, now that you are a well-traveled African American throughout Africa, what are some things that like you kind of have to correct people on when you have conversations with them, like at home, like, hey, I did this, or like, you get what I'm saying?
Right. So one thing that you've taught me in general is don't say just Africa. Like, oh yeah, Africa. Most people, when they say Africa, they want you to indicate the country. So yes, I've been to Africa, but okay, what country did you visit?
Disclaimer, I say Brittany in Africa because my goal is to travel the whole Africa. So there is a reason that I say Brittany in Africa, you guys, even though that really bothers some of you guys. If I were to change it to the country right now, I'd be Brittany in Nigeria. Then I would be Brittany in Kenya, Brittany in Ghana, Brittany in Tanzania. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm Brittany in Africa. So now you know kind of not to do that. What else?
Right. Well, and, I'll be honest. When we actually stayed in Ghana, we stayed in like a mansion.
Yeah.
It was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah. So,
there's, again, that misconception that, you don't have the same or access to the same luxury. Take pride. I'd rather pour mine. Can I do that?
Just one.
What is it?
It's vodka. It's the same thing.
All right.
Because you've seen me. Let's get real, okay?
Girl.
You've seen me through a lot of phases, okay?
But Mama's proud of you.
Yeah, it's progressively progressing.
Yeah.
So, say you met like a cute guy here who had a bag though, and was like, "Oh my God, like I'm gonna date you." Like, are you one of those black women? Because you know a lot of older black women actually do find love in West Africa. Like, there's actual dating tours for older black women who like it's just so washed. Like, dating is so washed in the States right now.
Dating sucks.
Even for 30-year-olds, it's washed. Like, you know, there's really a problem. So a lot of men from the States, passport bros, which is trending on Twitter right now, have been going to the East out here to find love. And like a lot of black women are finding love in West Africa. Is that something that you would ever do?
I prefer my, and again, I prefer dating American men, but I am always open to anything.
What makes you prefer American men?
That's all I know.
So you've never dated an African?
And I know there's also a lot of misconceptions. A lot of misconceptions about the cultural differences. I may not.
Huh?
Make me famous.
Oh, I'm YouTubing. You want to come say hi? Come.
Yeah. Come on.
So we found this cute little like arts and craft market in Edu, which is a separate town inside of Abuja, and they just had like, some of the same things. The more that I travel, and I say this, the more that I travel, the more I realize that a lot of African countries really truly are the same. So a lot of these things are things that I have seen in a Kenyan market, like the weave baskets, the beaded necklaces, the chairs made from straw, X, Y, and Z.
I was concerned. Why wouldn't I be? Because every story that I've witnessed, and I'm talking personal, some people that I know who had bad experiences with Nigerians, with fraudulent activity, money. I won't even go in detail. A near and dear co-worker of mine in DC. I mean,
doing leave fraud, time fraud. Yeah.
Yeah. And he jumped ship and went back to Nigeria. Now, let me say this. And, no, just like with anything, everyone is not like that. There are some good ones. And I truly believe you found that good one. He's a very good person, good family, good people, good soul. I am. And why do you think I'm here? Because Mama has to come and see for herself.
Yeah.
Even on the phone, even FaceTime, I can pretty much discern.
But now that you've been here, like your mind is eased.
Yes, absolutely.
What are some things that you like about him?
Oh man, he's a gentle soul. And he also is very patient with you. Very patient and just takes the lead as a man but he's so good and gentle. And as a mother, it really, really makes me feel good, to know that you are with a person that if something happens to me, God forbid, that I feel that, my daughter will be okay. And that is big.
I love that.
Yes.
So
if I bought every single art piece that I fell in love with, it would just really be a problem, you guys. This little boy was so talented and super sweet. My mom went home with Shay. I'm shade out, and it's actually been doing pretty rough for my skin at this point. The market was just crazy, you guys. I think my mom wanted to get some fabric, but there's a difference between like the cheap fabric and then like the more expensive fabric, and then she was just like being cheap and kind of stingy with her cash because like I said, it was kind of hard to get. So I really enjoyed this vlog. I enjoyed interviewing my mom. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I was going to include my court wedding, which I'm getting prepared for in this clip. I'm doing my makeup and getting prepared for my court wedding. I was going to include that on YouTube, but I'm actually choosing to keep it off
But make sure you guys are following my Instagram for updates. I over love you guys. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe.